Good evening, Bahamas. Coming up tonight on our news.
The lifeless body of a female was discovered off Sumner Street. That's coming up straight ahead.
A newborn baby is found abandoned but alive in bushes. That story straight ahead.
The opposition leader dismisses reports of a lack of support for Long Island MP Loretta Butler Turner. That story straight ahead.
Plus, the latest on police investigations into the shooting of the Prime Minister's aide. Welcome to our news. I'm Christina McNeil. Thanks for joining us. Topping news tonight, teachers and students at Charles W. Saunders School are in shock following the murder of a female teacher. Neighbors reported hearing screaming early this morning around the Nassau Village home of the teacher. Hours later, the woman's body was discovered in an apartment complex. Giorgio Stirrup has the details.
Hours after the crime, it was reported to be down. The lifeless body of a female was discovered in her apartment by her landlord with injuries to the upper body. Officers raced to the scene around 8 this morning after receiving reports from neighbors. Assistant Commissioner of Police Stephen Dean gave these details on the scene.
Preliminary information indicate that shortly after 8, this woman was discovered by residents in the apartment. She has a wound to the body. She was pronounced dead on the scene. We are trying to ascertain the identity of this woman. We don't have that. We are following some good leads, and we believe that this matter is a matter that once we continue along the trajectory that we're on, we should bring this to resolution very soon.
The victim's neighbor, who did not want to appear on camera, recalled hearing someone screaming at about 6 this morning, but dismissed it.
I heard a scream when I know the little boy in the White House every morning before he goes through his make noise. So I didn't pay it no mind, you know.
What time that was?
That was around about 6:30 this morning. Okay. You know, I just watch the program every morning, 6 o'clock, and Daily Hope, so I didn't even have the peep.
So you didn't hear any cars leaving?
No, I ain't no car, no. But I didn't know, I'm not going to tell the landlord came and said that the lady over there dead. Oh. You know, but I thought she just died, and I didn't know she had doing, you know.
The woman, who was a high school teacher at the Charles W. Saunders School, has been identified by co-workers as 35-year-old Marissa Bowen of Guyana. Principal of the school, Reverend Sheldon Higgs, remembered Bowen as her supportive and dedicated teacher. He said he feels for her 2 children, especially her son, who just left for boarding school.
The teachers are not receiving it too, lightly, and they are in chapel area, waiting for further consolation and what have you. But we're going to do our best.
Bowen's colleague, Eleanor Welch, says they live together in Guyana. She called the news of her death shocking.
I am from Guyana. I've been living here in the Bahamas now. I've started my 9th year. Miss Bowen is also from my hometown. She's Guyanese. And Miss Bowen, when I came here in 2014, I met Miss Bowen here teaching, but I knew her before because I was her teacher at St. Rose's High School. And Miss Bowen is always a pleasant person.
Principal Higgs said counselors will be brought to speak with her students about the tragedy. Reporting for our news, I'm Giorgio Stirrup.
Well, police are searching for the mother of a newborn abandoned in bushes opposite a church on Golden Isles Road. A resident in the area made the shocking discovery this morning after hearing the baby boy's cries for hours. Our Jasmine Brown was at the scene this morning. Jasmine?
That's right, Christina. Police say they found the newborn in these bushes just behind me after they got a call from a concerned resident. Police were called to the scene around 7:35 this morning, where they were met by a man holding the newborn wrapped in a blanket. According to officer in charge of the Southwestern Division, Superintendent Matthew Edgecombe, the resident told officers he found the baby in bushes opposite Love Worth Finding Ministries. Also found in the bushes were blood-soaked pants and underwear. Superintendent Edgecombe says police immediately called for medical assistance. Edgecombe says while the newborn was found with the umbilical cord still attached, he appeared to be full-term and in relatively good condition, considering he had been left outside for hours.
The ambulance was called. The baby was very healthy.
Our news team spoke to a resident in the area who did not want to appear on camera. However, he did say he heard a baby crying when he arrived home just after 2 this morning.
I stand up outside catching the Wi-Fi, but I heard something crying like a baby goat. So I walking down there. I wasn't seeing nothing. This morning when I wake up, someone said them for a baby outside.
The man, who was a resident of a nearby shanty town, says he was shocked to learn of the discovery and saddened that he had not found him during his initial search. The father of 2 says he wishes the mother had taken a different route.
But I feel sad because I got 2 baby, but 1 on the way right now.
And what do you want to say to the person who may have done this? I know that you're a dad and you know how it is to have kids, and kids are so loving and innocent.
Yeah, but sometimes the mother catching the hard time. Sometimes you can't afford the baby, but exactly if that's me, you should go to the Princess Margaret of the baby and give the baby away. Because if you can't support the baby.
Edgecombe agreed and appealed to the child's mother or family members to come forward.
That there are ways you could communicate with social services or a pastor or some elder in your community to find help.
And as you've just heard, police are still actively looking for the baby's mother. So they're asking anyone with information to contact them at 911, 919, or Crime Stoppers at 328-TIPS. Reporting for our news, I'm Jasmine Brown. Back to you, Christina.
Thanks, Jasmine. Well, following the attempted murder of Sergeant Brent Dixon earlier this week, Assistant Commissioner of Police Stephen Dean is pleased with the investigation thus far, but is calling on the 3rd wanted person to turn himself in.
While we're not going, that's still a live investigation. We can tell you that we have suspects in custody. We have 2 persons in custody we are questioning, we are dealing with. We feel good about the investigations. We can also tell you we are still looking for the other wanted suspect who's still out in the media. We want to see him. So if he's in our view, the listening view, we want him to surrender to the police.
Dean says Bahamians are fed up with crime and as a result tend to be more helpful in solving crimes.
I can tell you that is because of we have a good policing plan that we are executing every day. We have a force that's well led by our Commissioner of Police. I can tell you because of public support, police and community working together, you really can find this anywhere. This good relationship that we have. That's what is causing the crime to go down. Our officers are on the road 24/7. They're executing plans. We are arresting drug traffickers. We are arresting criminals. You see them daily go in front of the court. I think it's because of good police work.
Anyone with information is asked to contact Crime Stoppers at 328-TIPS. In other news, Long Island MP Loretta Butler Turner has the full support of the Free National Movement as the incumbent candidate for that island, according to opposition leader Dr. Hubert Minnis, who dismissed reports that some Long Islanders no longer want her representation. Dana Smith reports.
Minnis said don't mind the noise in the market. Reports that Butler Turner doesn't have strong support in Long Island are untrue, and he expects her to win her seat by a landslide.
Minnis's comments come after former Cabinet Minister Tennyson Wells submitted to the F&M Candidates Committee a letter from a number of Long Island constituency generals who pledged to refuse to support Butler Turner as she secures the party's nomination for that area in the 2017 general election.
Let me make it very, very clear. Loretta Butler Turner is the Member of Parliament for Long Island. At the next election, I am certain she will remain as Member of Parliament for Long Island.
The letter lists 4 reasons why some residents purportedly said they will not support Butler Turner. Wells said he only acted as a middleman for the residents of Long Island, whom he said are fed up with Butler Turner's representation.
Don't listen to noise in the market. A lot of noise out there, but, oh, Long Island don't support Loretta. I've done my work. That is utter rubbish. Loretta has the complete support of Long Island. Don't listen to 1 or 2 noise out there. Empty barrels always make the most noise, you know.
Minnis said such comments don't move him, and very soon the party will send a team to Long Island as a show of support for Butler Turner.
Loretta Butler Turner has the complete support of the entire F&M machinery, including myself. And very soon, we will go there to inform the members of Long Island to do not listen to the noise in the market. We have come here now to claim our own, to assist our Member of Parliament.
Reporting for our news, I'm Dana Smith.
Thanks, Dana. Still to come on our news. A former Free National Movement candidate speaks out on his decision not to run in the upcoming election. Plus, thrifty finds at the perfect pot cake thrift store. That's coming up when our news returns.